Do you ever get that sinking feeling when you've tried the so-called overnight Google business hacks and nothing seems to happen? Me too. I've tested tons of tips and hacks over the years with hundreds of clients, and honestly, most are just a total waste of time. But today I'm sharing with you 3 of my hacks that actually get real results without risking suspension. Plus, I have a special tool and a bonus hack that's going to take your business straight to the top of Google Maps. So hack number 1, stay open and stay winning. Last week I went for a walk in the forest, and then I remembered there was a pub nearby, or a bar as you may know it. And we decided to head towards it and check out the reviews on Google. But when we looked at the reviews on Google and when we got there, well, it said it was open, but the doors were locked. And it was in the middle of the afternoon. Now, it said it was going to be open in about 3 hours' time that evening, but Google had said it was open there and then. Now, here's what most people miss when it comes to Google, is knowing the importance of having the opening hours accurate. It's true to say, if your business says it's open and it's not, or worse still, if the profile says you're closed, then you're going to struggle to rank. Google tends to rank only businesses that are open. And if you're closed, you're going to be buried down those figures. So hack number 1 is stay as open as long as actually possible. Make sure that's accurately portrayed on your profile, and you'll find you'll leapfrog above your competition, especially if you can stay open longer than they do. Now, when you're closed, of course, you'll just drop. It's as simple as that, and few people realise that. But what if you can't actually stay open any longer? Well, you can just make sure your hours are always accurate, and don't forget to update them when the holidays come along so that your customers are happy. They then give positive signals back to Google after they've visited, and that then helps you rank. We now move on to hack number 2, which is where you can catch more traffic through your categories. Now, you see, most business owners set their main category as soon as they set up their business, and then they leave it and never touch it again. Now, just think in terms of fishing. If you're fishing with one hook, you're not going to catch as many fish as if you're, say, fishing with a whole net. So how do you fix that? Well, step number 1, check what categories you actually have. Check your competitors' categories too. Use a tool like Plepper, it's free. And then just also look around on Google Maps, see what your competitors are using too. Because if you have the same categories as them, you'll show up in the same rankings too. Now, step number 2 is also add any other relevant categories you can find, because the more you have, the more chances you're going to widen that net and grab more fish, as it were. Show up in different searches, you'll be found more regularly in the results, and also you'll go above most of the competition if they've only got 1 or 2 categories. So, for example, if you're a bakery, but also you serve, say, coffee, and also you could say you're a coffee shop, now suddenly you're showing up in 2 searches instead of 1. And then maybe you could add cake shop to that, or maybe even a cafe. If it truly applies to your business, then you widen out that spread of your net. Rather than hooking on just 1 category, you get several results coming through. Now, hack number 3 is all about completing your profile. Just imagine that you're driving along in a car and you get a flat tire. Now, you would stop, right? But then the fix might be a case of you drive a bit longer, thinking, well, I can keep going for a bit longer. Most business owners limp along on a profile that's not 100% right. In fact, it's like it's got a flat tire. And then they wonder why they're stuck at the bottom, why they're getting nowhere whatsoever. So we've got 2 fixes here that you can try right now that will get you flying along in the Google rankings. The first one is just fill out everything that Google's asking for, every section. So if Google's asking for particular cards, or it wants photos or services, FAQs, a better description, just fill those things out. And then if you do that, you're going to get yourself up to that 100% green profile, which is what you're aiming for, and that will help you climb higher on the rankings. Now, if you're not sure how to deal with these cards, or you think that there's something missing, then go through these profile cards. And if there's a card there you're not sure about, or you just need a hand on fixing it, then let me know in the details in the comments below. Now, doing this is like tuning up your car. It'll get it race fit, ready to go, running 100% better than you were before. But But the second thing you can do is to fine tune it even more. You know, there's an AI tool I created that you can download for free, and it will scan your business. It will look at your competition, your top 3 competitors, and it will tell you exactly what you can do to improve right now. Now, I promised a bonus hack, and this is my favorite. I call it the hidden ranking cycle. This one is really powerful, and I normally keep this one to myself, but I'm going to share this one with you now, because after someone clicks on your listing, something else happens. You see, they go to your website and that loads, and if it loads fast, then people will stick around, and Google notices that. And so it will send more traffic your way. This is known as signals. Now, here's a diagram of how this hidden ranking cycle works. After someone clicks on your listing, Google watches to see what happens, and they then basically react on that. If your website's fast and visitors stick around, Google sees that it's a signal for trust, you could say. So Google then rewards those signals with higher rankings, which means it brings in even more traffic to your business and your profile and your local rankings. And then the loop starts again, and the rankings continue to escalate. And that's pretty much how it works. Now, if you want to know exactly how you can check what signals that you're sending back to Google and how to fix it if it's not quite working for your business, then I've got a full system that I use, and I break it down in this next video that I want you to watch. So click here, watch it. You can't afford to miss this next trick. I'll see you on this next video.